week 6 was popping. So this week I discovered that I felt like a fraud in every aspect of my life. I didn't even feel like making this video, but I know that deep down inside, this is an incantation process that I'm partaking in when I make these videos. I had a dream that Ali Shaheed Muhammad was dating my mom, and he's a member of the Tribe Called Quest, or a Tribe Called Quest rather. And I got in the car, he was in the driver's seat, and I was just leaving like this event with like Tyler the Creator and A$AP Rocky. It was like a dinner / like listening event or something. And I was leaving this event, and at first there's a lot of cars in the parking lot like waiting to pick people up. And I seen my ex, or not even an ex, but like an old fling I used to have. And she was like in the passenger seat of this car. And I was like, let me just go see what they're up to. I just wanted to flex my presence, even if she was with like a dude or some shit, like on some ego trip shit. So I walked around and I was feeling like pop and be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? And then it was my mom. Like my mom replaced the girl. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then in the driver's seat, it was Ali Shaheed Muhammad. So random. And I got in the car, and he looked disgusted with me. And my mom was like, there's an elephant in the room right now. That's the face she had. And she was just like, and it was crazy because he started going off on me about like, all these YouTube videos you making, bruh, this shit is soulless. You don't even know your roots fully. And you trying to tell people that, and you trying to like act holier than thou and give advice. And he was just hammering into me. And like, the louder he got, I was like, let's go. I was like, yeah, tell me that I'm a fraud. Like, keep going. And then as he went on, like, I got more humble, and I was like, oh, like, this is like truthfully what I need to hear right now. And I was hanging on to every single word he said. He was like, you don't even know your roots. You don't even know the inner royalty that you possess. He was like, all this stuff you doing, it lacks spirit. And I was like, he went on for like about 8 minutes in my head of like the time it felt that went on as he like was driving and going crazy on me. When I woke up, I wrote about the dream, and I was writing about how my inner sense of royalty has been missing. And like, I can remember thinking about Africa in the dream when he was like, you don't even know your roots fully, and you trying to talk about like God and alignment, like. And I just thought about like Africa and stuff, and how I used to be like into like ancient Kemet and stuff, and like learning about like their culture. And like, I remember like moving on from it and not like really pursuing it, because whatever happened in life, or whatever lesson I needed to learn, like strayed me away from like my roots and like what I wanted to learn. And I woke up and I felt like a fraud. I was like, damn, I am a fraud. Like, I haven't even fully done the knowledge of self completely. And I'm like trying to guide other people and stuff with this. Like, I was looking at my other videos and I'd be smiling too much, bro. I'd be like, yo, why you smiling, bro? Like, you were saying serious things and you just smiling about it. Like, but I guess it's like a reflection, you know, of how I see myself. And I guess, yeah, like life's been pretty, like, not crazy, but I've had up days and down days. I'll put it like that. And I've had, you know, my own struggles. And yeah, I just been feeling off lately. But I talked to my mom earlier and I was like, I guess I'm in the chapter right now of like remembering, because sometimes I told her, like, sometimes you gotta forget in order to remember. And I was just like, yeah, I'm like remembering who I am right now. And like, sometimes like you feel like you're losing the plot and like your purpose. And I realized something that helped me like compartmentalize where I'm at in life, and like me not moving as fast onto things that I want to move on to creatively. It's like, oh, I'm simply just in a phase of remembrance. I'm remembering who I am. All the things I incanted onto my life, all the things I prayed for. You know, nobody knows the gestation process of a spiritual idea. We know carrots, they take a certain amount of time to grow. We know that babies in the womb, they take a certain amount of time to grow, but we can't put the time limit on a spiritual idea. And I'm just seeing the weathering stages of the seeds that I've planted, and it's like I kind of been down in the dumps about it, because like I haven't been able to find my purpose in getting out of bed. I wake up late. I be doom scrolling. I've made some fire art that I haven't released, and I'm excited about that. So there has been some wins I have created. And yeah, I just need to pray more, and I need to act more and get out of my own way. And yeah, that's been this week. It's been shaky, it's been confusing, because I'm like, yo, what's up? All the things you prayed about, like, what's up? Why aren't you acting upon it? But I guess acting upon it is reinventing itself in my mind, because I'm taking these little steps, more steps than I've taken before I started the course. So yeah, I had to forget in order to remember. And like the imposter syndrome of all that I'm chasing is, it gets exiled the more that I take actions, the more I make beats, the more I draw things, the more I paint with my markers, the more I make these videos, the more I do my pages. Haven't missed a page since I've started this course. That's something I'm proud of. Yeah. Just like learning to not beat myself up so much. Get out the house. I'm at the park right now. I just read a little bit of week 7. It's coming up. So yeah, just wanted to give y'all a quick report. And I found some cool websites. There's this girl, and she was posting about like websites to visit to stop doom scrolling. And I was like, oh, I hit that up. there's this one I want to check out. It's like this music, like it's like a web of music, and you could zoom in on it, and it tells you like different types of music that came, or like different songs of this genre that came out in those years, and it tells you like what was active and what wasn't active. And there's also like this study that I've heard about that I want to tap into. It's how like the world is similar to a virtual reality machine, and like our brains are like the headsets and shit. And it's like a scientific study that they're doing. I'll be back next week with the update on that and what I gained from it. But yeah, just wanted to tap in. Lethargic energy is coming out of my system, and it's being directed into positive thinking and commanding an incantation. So yeah, I just speak life onto myself. I speak success. I speak creative ideas. I speak nonstop inspiration into my life at this moment, because I know I'm him. And I know that I'm just an instrument waiting to be used by God to enact griotism. People say griot, but I heard Jill Scott say griot. So I think that's the proper way to say it. Yeah, I'm a griot. And I'm a Leo. And wow. Pretty girl just walked by. But yeah, I holler at y'all. I love life. I love God. God never failed me, even in my darkest times. And yeah, if you're watching this, God is not going to give up on you either. And create.